Thank you, someone. All right, 10 family, we're going to go ahead and get this call started. It's so great to have each and every one of you join us tonight. We are so excited about this 10 company and what it's getting ready to do. Talking about explosion, it's going to explode. Just sit tight, fasten those seat belts, and get ready for an awesome ride with the 10 family. First up tonight, we're going to go ahead and share the products with you. Let's get some information on these wonderful products so we can share that with all of our guests that are on the phone and also our 10 family. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce one of our distributors in 10 who we feel is just really brilliant. We're so happy that she's on our team. Melissa does an amazing job of researching the ingredients of these products and how they can help repair the body or help the body repair itself. Melissa has an amazing testimony about her son. Just a great, awesome story there. Melissa, are you out there? If so, tell us about these 10 sprays, wide sprays, and tell us your excitement about the soon to be the new kid on the block, so to speak, in our vitamin spray cell energy and what these products will do for the body, giving it that optimal health. Go ahead, Melissa, if you will, and just step up to the plate and share with us tonight on with the 10 family.
Thank you, Pat, and good evening, everyone. We're super excited to be here tonight to go over the products for the 10 sprays. If you're not familiar with 10 sprays, they're intraoral, meaning that you get the best absorption out of any supplement out there. It's 98% allows it to get into your bloodstream within seconds. The advantage of oral absorption sprays are very ideal for people that have digestive disorders in that they cannot absorb nutrition into their body. So the sprays are very highly effective, and they're rapidly absorbed within about 3 seconds. The sprays are easily administered. You can spray them throughout the day to maintain a more constant distribution of your nutrients into your body, to avoid peaks and valleys that supplements that you might swallow as in pill form, and you're also getting the purest ingredients out there without any fillers and binders in it. So let me go over our fantastic products that we have. I'm going to go over the B Boost. It contains 3 B vitamins, B3, 6, and then B12. The B vitamins are very essential for our growth, our development, and a variety of other bodily functions. They play a very major role in our activities of our enzymes, the proteins, the chemicals, how it reacts in our body, how it turns food into energy, and that's what we need to survive with. So the proper B vitamins in your system could also have issues with your digestive system, also give you issues with anxiety, dermatitis, breaking down, and rashes. So a lot of people have been misdiagnosed with illnesses when they could have just been diagnosed with a B12 deficiency. So that's something, if you've got anything related with that, you might want to make sure you get that checked out. Our D Power, often called the sunshine vitamin or liquid vitamin, it's got a vitamin D3 in it. So actually, let me kind of tell you, it's actually not a vitamin. It's actually a hormone that the body produces when stimulated by the sun. So for various reasons, people no longer produce the vitamin D3 that we need in our body. So we're not getting that due to the fact that we're not in the sun long enough daily. We put sunscreen on. We're consuming fewer fresh foods. Therefore, the D3 that's very essential for our body to continue to prevent diseases throughout, we're having issues with. If we take pharmaceuticals, NSAIDs, such as Motrin and all that, it hampers your vitamins into your system by half. So that's something that you might want to also check out. Vitamin D promotes healthy bones largely by absorbing calcium. So if you have a D deficiency, you're more at risk to get a diabetes 1 and 2, have issues with muscle, bone pain, or perhaps more serious, a cancer. So if you want to reduce your risk of diabetes, lower your risk of having any type of heart attack, heart issues, rheumatoid arthritis, MS, go ahead and make sure you put vitamin D in the front line of your medicine cabinet, and make sure you do that for your children as well. Just 5 sprays a day. That's all it takes. The next product we have is Super 10. Super 10 is a powerful blend of 10 superfoods that we have. They're the most powerful antioxidants, and they're nutrients that are optimal for our health. They perform in the most beneficial way to help us with the wellness that we need to promote vitality, immunity, and mental clarity. A few of the ingredients that might be related that you may know is the maki berry, the goji berry, the acai, green tea, and also the aloe vera. We use aloe vera when we get cuts and bruises, scrapes for our kids sometimes instead of like a Neosporin. But in this product, we have the aloe vera to help with the inside, to keep healing and keep things going. So that's another tip to let you know it's not just good for the outside, but we consume it, and it's also a healer for the inside. Next product we have is Slim by 10. We've got so many testimonies where people are just spraying away 8 sprays a day. They're losing weight. We've got 5 great ingredients in that. It's the green tea coffee extract, African mango. We've got the Caralluma Fruita, and then we've got Garcinia Cambogia. Everyone knows that they have the hype that's going on with the Garcinia Cambogia, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray. Everyone's talking about how they've lost weight, and it's actually because it's the extract of the fruits that it contains. It controls appetite. It also helps with cravings. So if you tend to eat those high-rich calorie junk foods, this will help cut down those cravings. Normally, if you're a sweet tooth person, it'll probably deplete you of wanting sweets ever again. So there's pros and cons to that, but, getting skinny is what we want and getting healthy is what we want. The last but not least, like she said, the new kid on the block we're all anticipating is our cell energy. I'm super excited about this. I can't wait for it to come because I know it's going to change so many lives. It has 5 wonderful ingredients, or 4 wonderful ingredients. It's got glutathione, resveratrol, alpha-lipoic acid, and natural caffeine. The natural caffeine is about equivalent to a quarter cup of coffee, so it's not going to give you the jitters. Alpha-lipoic acid, the benefits of that is a natural occurring fatty acid that we have in each of our cells, and it plays a crucial role for energy production. Resveratrol, that helps with the damage of aging, so it prevents disease. And the glutathione is our mother of all antioxidants. It plays one of the most important roles, and it's the most important molecule that we need to stay healthy. So Sol Energy has this huge combination of ingredients, the critical role for protecting ourselves from oxidative stress, maintaining our immune system. It's the secret to prevent aging, cancer, heart disease, dementia. And it's a necessary treatment that's being used today for autism, Alzheimer's. If you Google glutathione, you'll see over 89,000 medical articles written on that product. The doctor doesn't even know how to address the epidemic of the deficiencies of this critical life-giving molecule. And guess what? 10 does. With 10 energy coming any day, you add that with our other 4 dynamic sprays, and we've got something spectacular in our hands. With 10, if you're a distributor, it's critical for you to learn these ingredients of each of your sprays and their benefits. Listen up to the testimonies that will be on. Share them with your friends. There's more and more coming in each day. I want to know your testimony. You should have one. You should be on these products. You should be able to see a difference within yourself and your family. Educate, educate, educate. They've got dynamic formula with them. Please educate yourself. If you'd like to find me on Facebook, it's Melissa G. Honeybee. I post every day on benefits of all the 10 sprays, and I'll be glad to communicate with you and help you with the products. Again, thank you for allowing me to share these awesome products, and back to you, Pat.
Thanks, Melissa. Can you also share with us the other Facebook pages that are out there, just so they can maybe make a note of those as to how we've got some great stuff out there. You going to go ahead and share those?
Yeah, I can do that. I created one called Spray Yourself to health and wealth. I've always post on that. You can look up me, Melissa G. Honeybee. We have tenacious generation, and that is Pastor Denise, Pastor Danelle's, Dell's, let's see, make sure I spell it right. And it's tenacious generation. Out there, we have Team Super 10, and we have 10 customer groups. I think the key word is 10. So if you type in 10, you're going to be covered on Facebook. And there's probably about 7 or 8 pages, believe it or not, out there. I think everybody's trying to get a page and get things rolling. So I think you'll be pretty much covered. If not, friend me. I'll get you right to the correct link.
Thanks so much, Melissa. Great job. Thank you very much. Okay, next up tonight, we have a great product testimony. I love the stories. I love the stories. As they say, facts tell, but stories sell. So I'm always excited to introduce our guest and hear what the 10 products has done for them. It's my pleasure to introduce this wonderful lady. She is an international minister. Her and her husband both, they train missionaries all over the world, and Pat Lee has a fabulous story. She's coming all the way on this call from Mississippi. Pat Lee, are you out there? If so, please step up and tell us your story and why 10. Pat, can you hear us? If you'll check your text, we'll move on to the next testimony. If you'll check your text, you may have not read your email. There is a PIN number up there, especially for speakers, okay? All right. So just go back and check that. We don't like to give that out over the air. Just check your text, and it's there for you. All right. The next testimonial we have coming up is Dr. Tanya Hunter. It is my pleasure to introduce her, this lovely lady all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. She is a senior pastor, a boutique owner, a certified life and wellness coach, a mother of 5 lovely children, a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. Are you out there, Dr. Tanya? And if so, would you please tell us about your feelings about the 10 products and what they've done for you? Are you out there, Tanya? Okay. All right. Well, let's save the testimonials. I'm not sure what happened there because they got the information. But we'll move back to them. That's okay. Ladies, if you're on there, just check your texts, and that way you'll see that number there, that speaker PIN number. Okay, just call back in on the 712-432-4181 and using the speaker's PIN. Okay, sorry about that, everyone, but we'll go on. Our guest speaker tonight, I'm so excited to introduce this next gentleman, one of 10 founding members, joining us all the way from Maryland up in the D.C. area. He and Pastor Denise have a dynamic team up in Maryland and D.C., and they've spread over to Detroit, and they're just blowing 10 up throughout the country and soon all around the world. And how are they doing this? Oh, my goodness. Once you hear this man speak, and Pastor Denise, when she talks, it's great mindset that they have. Pastor Dale's topic tonight is inflammation and Super 10. Are you out there, Pastor Dale? If so, please just take it away, my friend.
Well, I am so excited. Can you hear me, Pat?
We can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Thank you.
Well, great. Well, I'm so glad to be on the call with you and Ed and your teams. And, it's really, really exciting to hear so many people dial in from Texas and Oklahoma and, Alabama and North Carolina and Atlanta and California and Oakland and, New York. I mean, just so many people, Illinois. You have so many people dialing in just to let you know how excited this company is. You have people who are excited about where they are, excited about this company. And I tell you, we are really, really excited to be a part of what Mel and Amy have invited us to partake of in this great company called Team Effort Network. And so I'm glad to be on the call with you, Pat. Thank you for inviting me to be on. And I'm really excited about sharing today. I was looking forward to it because I just really think that people need to understand that when we have product that works, it changes people's lives. And so I want to talk a little bit today, just briefly about a topic of inflammation. Now, many people know about inflammation and how inflammation in your body and how it can hurt your body and things of that nature. But I hope to just bring the spotlight on a little bit more in-depth understanding of inflammation and how it really impacts your body. But not only that, why our product, Super 10, is it's the bomb. It's the product that you want to have in your body. It's something that you can just spray all day. It's not, we always tell people pray 4 times, twice a day. But you know what? This Super 10, because it's built with all of these super antioxidants and these superfoods, you can just spray as often as you want. My partner, Pastor Denise, she runs out every 2 weeks because she just sits up there and spray all day. So it's really, really phenomenal for that. But let me just share with you guys. There's a crisis in our society as it relates to health and wellness. People are dying all around us. People are hurting all around us. And doctors tell us that there's 5 fatal diseases. Now, these fatal diseases, what we call stroke, cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Cancer, stroke, heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. These 5 diseases will wipe out 80% of the population, okay? Now, not only will they wipe out 80% of the population, think about how many people you know, and you may even be on this phone, you might have 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 of these ailments in your body. Now, think about the condition of your body, the stress that you're putting on your body as a result of having these problems. Now, unfortunately, the medical field, they only treat the symptoms. They're only treating your high blood pressure. What can we do? Let's put you on some drugs, some high blood pressure medication to bring your high blood pressure down. Let's put you on some metformin for your diabetes to bring your diabetes down. But again, when you start using these drugs, these formulated in labs, these synthetic drugs that your body doesn't recognize, your body recognizes the natural nutrition. I believe there was somebody on this call I heard once before say God's pharmacy. Your body recognizes God's pharmacy. It recognizes your vitamin D, your B12. It recognizes your mineral. Your body is made of all kinds of minerals, and yet we put these synthetics in our body, and your body looks at it and say, what am I supposed to do with that? And what ends up happening is you continue to use these things, and it has side effects. Just one of the side effects of the metformin that people are using for diabetes is that they're finding that people who are on that product for over 10 years, you have a high risk of liver disease and liver cancer. Now, so you're treating your diabetes so you can live, but then it's going to give you something else that's going to kill you later. So we have to be very careful about what we're putting in our bodies, because our body really knows what to do with the pharmacy that God created. And so you have here what we call these 5 fatal diseases. But let me tell you, the common denominator in these 5 diseases is inflammation. All 5 of these diseases are fueled by inflammation. Not only these diseases, but also arthritis, allergies. What is the other one? Not allergies, arthritis, and it slips my mind right now. Asthma. All of these are fueled by inflammation. So when you get inflammation in your body that doesn't turn off, it begins to damage your body. Now, inflammation is good when it's used properly. So when you slam your finger in the door, you get swelling in your finger. Inflammation goes there to bring rescue and bring relief to that finger. And after a day or so, the swelling goes down, your finger goes back to normal, and it's fine. But if that finger never turns off inflammation and it stays swollen day after day, week after week, month after month, that inflammation is going to start creating other problems in your body. Now, what doctors are telling us, and through research, we're finding that because these 5 fatal diseases are fueled by inflammation, they're really considering a sixth fatal disease and calling it inflammation, because inflammation is hanging around in our bodies so long that it itself is becoming a disease. Now, let me tell you how inflammation really impacts your body. I'm trying to paint a word picture for you to understand the importance of why inflammation in our body causes other problems. Think about this. Think about you're in a city and someone calls 911 and says, I need emergency fire engine and police at my apartment building. We have a fire. So dispatch sends the police, it sends ambulance, it sends the fire department, it sends all the first responders to this fire that was reported. And all of these apparatuses come in there, all these cars, all these lights, everything comes and surrounds this building. And when it gets there, there's no fire. And so because there's no fire, then they all look around and start talking and say, wow, I wonder why someone called and there wasn't a fire. And so somebody brings them donuts and they begin to eat donuts and they begin to, talk and things of that nature. What happens is there's no fire to put out, so they start talking and hanging out. Well, what happens to everything around that area? Traffic starts backing up. People can't get through. There's got to be detours that goes around all of that equipment, because now you're rubbernecking with people who are looking at this thing, and people are being distracted. Well, think about all those people that are going around and can't get through and being distracted. Think of those as other organs in your body, as the capillaries in your body. They no longer can do what they were intentionally intended to do, because now there is a lot of excitement going on around something here. Well, guess what happens? This is what happens when your body responds to sickness or responds to infection. Your bone marrow sends a message to the white blood cells and said, okay, everybody, rush over there. There's a problem. We got to get over there and put that problem out. And they get over there, and there's no problem in your body. And so all of these white blood cells are now hanging around, and they keep hanging around. And what happens is this causes other things to go wrong in your body. And so what we need to do is we need to find a way to bring inflammation down in our bodies so that we can take better control of our bodies. Well, Super 10 to the rescue, because it is the product that's going to change how people feel. I remember when Mel brought this product out, he said this product is going to make you feel like a 10, and that's why they called it Super 10. And it really does, because it is filled with just so many different types of ingredients. We have the aloe vera gel, we have the acai berry, we have the green tea extract, the goji berry, the maca berry. We have all of these superfoods, and now these superfoods have high dosages of antioxidants that come into your body. These high doses of antioxidants help to fight off free radicals that you can't control. You cannot prevent free radicals. The air you breathe, eating the different types of food, going into different kind of buildings, all of that produces free radicals in your body. You cannot prevent free radicals. So what you have to do is you have to get something that can fight off that damage that the free radicals wants to do your body. And these super antioxidants, at the dosage and the high levels that comes into your body, they are at a level where they can come in, fight free radicals, and reduce the inflammation in your body. Let's just talk about the aloe vera. What does aloe vera do? It treats constipation. It stimulates the metabolism. It activates your immune system. It reduces blood sugar levels, lower blood cholesterol, reduces inflammation, detoxifies the body. That's acai berry. The acai berry has a significant amount of antioxidants, which are the compounds that help the body fight off the damage due to environmental effects like pollution and too much sun. You have the goji berry, who promotes longevity, improves blood function, helps you to lose weight. It improves a range of physical capacities, energy levels, athletic performance, and quality of sleep. These are just some of the things that this product does, this Super 10 product. That's why you want to get as much Super 10 in your body. Now, I must caution you, as I wrap up here, there is a side effect with this Super 10. Now, we don't have side effects with the D3. We don't have any side effects with the B12 because they're natural vitamins. The effect we have with the Slim by 10 is that you're losing weight. But there is a side effect that's associated with this Super 10, and I tell people all the time because you have to be careful. If you're going to use it, you need to use it understanding the side effects to it. You say, well, Pastor Dale, what are the side effects? Well, the side effects is that it's going to leave you feeling contentment and happiness and calmness. That's what the side effects are. So if you are one of those Scrooges or one of those mean people that don't like anybody and don't want to smile, you don't want to take the Super 10, because the Super 10 is going to leave you calm, it's going to leave you peaceful, it's going to leave you happy, and it's going to make you a Super 10. This Super 10 is what everybody needs to be put in their bodies, because everyone carries some level of unhealthy inflammation. So if we get your inflammation down, you're going to feel overall much, much better. Pat, back to you.
Thank you, Pastor Dale. Awesome job. Wow. Okay, gang, go out there and push that Super 10. We don't want all those grumpy people out there. Well, that's good to know. Awesome. Okay, we're going to bring up next Pastor Pat Lee. Are you out there? If so, will you give your testimony?
Yes, Pat, I'm here, and I am so excited to be on this call with you tonight and your team.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
And I'm telling you, I am so excited about the 10 products, and I guess I get more excited every day because we see so many wonderful and hear so many wonderful testimonies of what these awesome products are doing for so many people. And I'm very grateful tonight for my sponsor and good friend, Sue Pearson, who introduced me to these amazing products back in November. And it was I believe, an answer to prayer. It was back when I really needed, I was seeking something natural for a problem I was having back then. For 2 years, I had been suffering from pain, weakness in legs and body, muscle pain, and went from doctor to doctor, not really getting an answer. And so after going to Africa on one of my annual mission trips this past year, I became very weak in my legs and my body, and chronic pain. I could hardly go, and it was just a miserable trip, to say the least. And when I returned home, I was very concerned because I had gotten where I could hardly walk. And so I ended up in the emergency room with my blood pressure really high because of my chronic pain in my body. And they ran some tests on me only to find that I had chronic fibromyalgia, which, I was told I could have an onset of MS, and that kind of had me a little concerned because all of the symptoms were pointing to MS at the time, and also fibromyalgia. So when they took the test, they found that I had chronic fibromyalgia, which is very painful, and I guess it was inflamed at the time. And meanwhile, my friend Sue had introduced me to these great products. She called me and told me she had found out, about 10, and she had signed up and ordered these products and started using them. And she said, Pat, you've got to try them. And so I had went ahead and signed up and joined the company, and my products were on their way. And so 2 days after getting out of the hospital, the products arrived. So it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and so I said, well, I'm going to try the D-Power. I didn't want to start anything else until the next day, but I said, I'm going to try the D-Power, not really, knowing anything about vitamin D deficiency. Had not heard a lot about that. And so I sprayed 6 sprays, and me and my husband was off we took a ride into town, and I told my husband, I said, after 10 minutes of taking this product, I had no pain in my body. That was the first time in 2 years. I had no weakness in my legs. It was just amazing. So I said, I've either had a miracle or we got a hold of something big here. And I was believing God for a miracle, because we do believe in miracles. And so anyway, when I got home from town, I told him, I said, I'll know if it was a vitamin D, because if the pain comes back, we'll try it again and see what happens. So about 4 hours later, the pain started coming back into my legs and the weakness, and I tried the spray again, 6 more sprays, Within 3 minutes of taking the spray, I had no pain in my legs or my body whatsoever. I got so excited. I picked up the phone and I called my sponsor, Sue, and I said, Sue, I said, do you know if this vitamin spray has anything to do with getting rid of pain? And she said, I don't know, because we both didn't know a whole lot about the company or the products at that time. And so I said, I tell you what, either I had a miracle or we on to something big here, Sue, because her and I have networked together for the past 20 years. So I know a good product when I see it. So I am totally excited. From that day to this one, I've had no more pain in my body. If I do feel a little discomfort coming, sometimes late at night or after a long day, because with the B boost, I do, have more energy than I've had in a long time. And I stay up longer, and I do, have more energy to do more today than I had in years. So if I feel the pain, and the discomfort coming in my legs or my body, I'll just run, grab my D. In fact, my husband and I both leave it on the nightstand, because if we wake up and we're having some discomfort, we spray. And so it's become a part of our household. We have one in the living room, one in the two in the bedroom, and one in the kitchen. So we keep them handy in the car, in the purse, wherever we go, and we share it. We keep it in our pockets. We share it with friends. If I see someone out there that looks like they're in pain, I'll walk up to them and talk to them and introduce myself and introduce Ken, bring out the product, tell them what it's doing, what it's done for me, and it's just a door opener. So I just want to encourage everyone out there tonight that's listening to us. If you have not tried the D, if you've not shared it, you need to, because, I've had people say, well, it didn't do that for me. Maybe it has done that for you. But you know what? There's people out there like me that's looking for a product like this, and they need some help. So just share the product. Let everyone have their own testimony, have their own story, because that's what it's all about. And I appreciate you, Pat, inviting me to be on the call tonight. I hope this has helped somebody, and we're just out there just trying to find people and share these products and get them into the hands of people so that it can change people's lives.
Thank you so much, Pat. Great testimony. And once again, we do have God's pharmacy right in these little spray bottles, so it is pretty awesome. Next up, with no further ado, I would like to introduce Dr. Tanya Hunter. Are you out there? If so, step up to the call and let us know what the 10 products have done for you. Fantastic testimony coming up right now.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing fantastic, Tanya.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to get on, but I'm so glad that I came after Pastor Dale, because actually he said some things that I can actually verify to be absolutely true. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And I was, at that time, I was only 42 years old, and there was no breast cancer present in any of my family members. It's not a trait, and so I couldn't understand why I would have it. Long story short, and so from the breast cancer, as Pastor Dale was telling us tonight, he said that they give you medication for one thing. A part of the regimen for my breast cancer recovery, I refused to do chemotherapy. And so I said I would have to just trust God on this one. And I did. And but along with trusting God, there came some challenges there. And one of the challenges was they said the breast cancer that I had was estrogen receptive, meaning that basically they had to give me a medication to stop me from producing estrogen as a hormone, so that it will stop me from producing tumors, which is what they said is the reason why I had breast cancer. Well, long story short, the breast cancer went from my breast to my lymph nodes to my hip. Then I was diagnosed with bone cancer. And in all the process of this, I'm still yet believing God. One of my dear friend, Patty Already, who lives in Mebane, North Carolina, is where I used to live, she called me one day and she said, Tanya, you were on my mind. There's this new product. You got to get it, girl. And so she went on to explain to me about the product. And I said, you know, Patty, if you're in it, I know you checked it out. I'm going to do it. So I got the product. She didn't know that I was in pain. She didn't know that I just left the doctor's office. My vitamin D level was at number 13. The average American, the vitamin D level should be a 32. So my vitamin D was a 13. So they put me on what they call synthetic vitamin D, which is 50,000 IUs every week, and then 1,000 IUs for the every day in a pill. Well, I did as they said for the first 5 weeks. First 5 weeks, I went from a 13 to only a 17. Well, after I got on the spray, which has only been a month now, after getting on the spray, I've gone from a 17 and I'm almost normal. I'm at a 30. So I went from 17 to 30 on this natural spray that I spray every day. I think I'm on bottle number 3 because I spray a whole lot more than most because I was so deficient. Also, I started the Super 10. While I'm on this hormone blocker, it's called Effexor. They gave me Effexor, which is antidepressant, because once you get your hormones blocked, it causes you to be hormonal. Well, I started taking Super 10. Well, Pastor Dale, I got so excited. I'm just too nice to myself. I am that excited. I'm telling you, 10 product is a godsend. It has been a blessing to me and my family. I have very small children, and being that they saw their mother go through, no one believed or could understand how in the world she's going to overcome. I had surgery about 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago, I was, as you know, I was on this product, and I recovered so well. I went to the doctor on yesterday. I recovered so well. He asked me, my plastic surgeon asked me, what caused your skin? Because of the breast cancer, I had to have some reconstruction done. And he said, "What? Your skin is healing miraculously. It looks wonderful." And I said, "Well, let me tell you what's in my purse." So I pulled out my sprays and I shared it with him, and he actually got a couple bottles from me. And so he said he's going to try them. So I just wanted to testify today that this is an awesome product. I'm so excited about the founders and those that were a part of bringing this product to us. But I'm looking so forward to where this company is going. I'm sharing it with everyone I meet. I've lost weight. That was also a cause of those who've ever had cancer. Cancer loves fat. It loves sugar. I take Slim. I use all 4 of the products. Slim helps me with sugar craving, so I don't crave as much sugar. Super 10 keeps me happy. Vitamin B keeps me energetic, and D keeps my bones from aching. So I have a testimony for real. So I thank you guys for this opportunity, and I hope this testimony will help someone.
Dr. Tanya, thank you so much. What a blessing you are to others. What a powerful story. I had cold chills the whole time you were talking. It was like, wow, wow, wow. And you are such a trooper. And we're so proud of you for hanging in there and having such a fabulous, fabulous attitude. Thank you for sharing us. What a heartwarming and very touching story. And yes, ma'am, you can win with 10, as you're already seeing. Thank you so much. Next up tonight is Christy Fair. Christy, our little lady all the way from Eden, North Carolina, one of the great leaders. She's a mother of 2 lovely boys. Christy, if you're out there, if you will, please just go ahead and share, do an overview of 10 and a short comp plan for us.
Hey, Pat, can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Go ahead.
Thank you. Absolutely loved everyone tonight. Thank you. It's my honor to be on the call, and love hearing those success stories. And that brings us right into the company. The company's slogan is commitment to make a difference. And that is exactly what Mel and Amy Gill are all about. They are servant-driven founders. They've been in the direct selling industry for over 20 years, just celebrated a very successful 11-year-old debt-free company called Team Effort International, that my video talk. And 10, which is Team Effort Network, is the sister company. Very excited about the fact that we just launched in February of 2014, and we're already in Mexico, and we're opening up Japan, Australia, UK, and Canada. So it's very, very crucially important that you pay attention to that when you're looking at any direct selling company. It's we're very, very excited about what we have going on with the products, as well as the founders that are here and the company in itself. Definitely stand on integrity and honor. So with that, we are Pat will go right into the best compensation plan I've ever seen. It's definitely partnered with a very successful company. We have 10 different ways to get paid, and in order to get paid those 10 different ways, you simply get a person on your right and you sign a person on your left. And it truly is as simple as that. Enroll a business partner on the diamond package and place them on the right, and do the very same thing on the left. So, and that qualifies you for all 10 ways to get paid. So, and on top of our 10 ways to get paid, Mel and Amy, again, our servant-driven founders, they have, they give us bonuses and they give us incentives all the time. So we love that. It makes us very excited, very excited. A couple of announcements we have going on. Mel and Amy Gill are going to have our April kickoff call. We would love to have everyone join us. It's going to be tomorrow, which is April the 2nd. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 Eastern Standard Time. And also tomorrow starting, and it's going to be implemented every Wednesday, one of our leaders, Anita Poole, she's from the United Kingdom. She's going to be holding a training on the administrative side of your 10 business. So you can get that link. I know that Melissa had shared Tenacious Generation, and that spells capital TEN, and it's lowercase ACIOUS Generation, and that's GENERATION. So would love for you guys to definitely jump on that and find that link so that you can join Anita in that training. So with that, Pat, thank you so very much for allowing me to share. Love sharing about the company and the leaders, and I'm turning it back to you.
Thanks a lot, Christy. Great job, my friend. So good. Okay, next up, we're going to have some quotes for the evening. Betsy Throckmorton, are you out there with our quotes?
I am, Pat.
Okay, dear, go right ahead.
Okay, the first one that I want to share tonight is the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away, and that's William Shakespeare. And the final one for tonight is everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Betsy. We're getting ready to close this call. We're a little over time tonight, but I tell you what, we heard so many great things on this call tonight. Man, it was worth the wait for me and to stay on and hear everything. And I hope you've all enjoyed this wonderful 10 call tonight. Here is what we know, 10 family and guests on tonight's call. We have been blessed with the right products, as you can hear. Testimonies are coming in daily on these products. Well, I will think about telling this story all night tonight. And everyone using these products has a story, as you can see. 10 is the right timing. How many of you would like to have been at Mary Kay, Amway, Herbalife, any of the other networking companies? This company has just launched. 10 launched February the 8th, 2014. So what I will say to you, you're on the top floor, not on the ground floor level, but you're on the top floor of this company if you're a guest and you decide to join us. For all our 10 members, hey guys, you're at the top. 10 is the right company. How do we know that? 10 has the right products at the right time with the latest technology, where science meets natural with the right delivery system. As Melissa explained tonight, 97% of Americans are vitamin D deficient. 40% are B deficient. We have the D and the B in a spray that an absorption rate is 98%. Wow. That's why we're seeing such fast results in these products, because it doesn't have to go through the digestive system and be broken down nor weakened by going through the digestive system. So listen to the testimonies. These sprays are changing lives daily, one life at a time, one spray at a time. Remember, everyone, as you can well see, these stories we heard tonight, your health is your wealth. Stay tuned for the next call Thursday evening, 9 o'clock p.m. For more and learn why you should add 10 to your life. For all of our Hispanic friends and those of you that have some great Hispanic friends, our guest speaker for Thursday night is Memo Sands. He's one of the top leaders in this company out of California. So get to all of your Hispanic friends to the call, because I tell you what, this guy is one more team player. He will reach out to anybody. He doesn't care whose group you're in. I love this guy. Also catch the call every morning with Pastor Denise and our wonderful Pastor Dale, our guest speaker tonight, 11 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. If you have a chance, get on these calls. It's all about staying connected, staying plugged in, because I promise you, every call that you go to, you'll hear something more about that you can share in your 10 business. So just keep on spreading it. Now, also, we have Terry Whitener, another one of our great team leaders, and he also does record these calls. So if you happen to miss one now and then, that doesn't mean you can't be on them. But if you miss them now and then, you can go to Tenacious Generation on Facebook, and that you can stay in the know, and once again, you can hear the calls. So it's important to stay connected, be on the calls, attend the 10 tasting parties. We have one coming up Thursday night for all of you in North Carolina, around the Greensboro area. High Point, North Carolina, Dolores Williams will be doing a tasting party at Panera Bread on Highway 68. So please show up, come by, say hello, and support Dolores on her tasting party on Thursday. Super 10 Saturdays and 10 University coming up. Just stay connected. Get to wherever you can to be connected to these wonderful products and these really successful people. Keep spreading the word, one person at a time, one spray at a time. Be sure to get back to the person who invited you on the call tonight, and what you will learn is you can win with 10. Good night, everyone. Thank you to all of our great speakers tonight. Thank you so much for blessing our call. Good night, everyone.